guys, and welcome to Raven's Haven. As you may or may not know, this Sunday, April 10th, is Siblings Day. So today I'm gonna throw it back and we're gonna take a little walk down memory lane, and we're gonna talk about a story that happened with my brothers when we were younger in honor of Siblings Day. One thing you have to understand for this story to make any sense is that my parents were the kind of people, they still are the kind of people, that say, yeah, 10 minutes, but really mean like 45 minutes. When we were younger, my parents, they always do their groceries like on the weekends, and when we got to like a certain age, they would leave us home alone and go do their thing and be like, oh, we'll only be an hour or so, and it would be like hours or so. Not that we were like neglected or anything, that's really not what I'm trying to get at. We were perfectly tended to and all that fun stuff. So my parents would leave and my mom would be like, don't answer the phone for anybody, don't open the door for anybody, make sure the door stays locked, don't look out the window, like you stay here, you don't do anything while we're gone, and you don't let anybody know you're here while we're gone, okay? Okay. So they would leave and we would just be like in the house, like doing so much that we can do, right? On one particular day, we were bored and frustrated and anxious, and we just wanted our parents to get home so we could like do something, and we didn't know where they were, how much longer they would be. To be honest, I don't know how long they were already gone for. It might not have been that long to our impatient child minds, but whatever. So we got this brilliant idea to run over to the video store and get something to entertain ourselves and come back, and our parents would never know because we would get back before them. That was the plan. It was gonna be great. So I'm like 4 years old. I don't know any better. I'm down for anything. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm all pumped. We're all excited. We're gonna go to the video store. So the video store was probably like about 20 minutes away from where we lived. And we lived in like the back streets off like a main road. So we were walking, we embark on this mission, we're like ready to get to the video store and have a good time. And we're about halfway there, so we're out of like all the back streets and we get to this kind of main road. And we press the little button for the crosswalk and the little walkie man comes on and tells us it's safe to walk and cross the street. So we do that, and once we get to the other side of the street, we're trying to walk in the direction of the video store, and then we see this van. Now, at this point in time, my dad had a very, very recognizable van. Like anybody who knew us, our family, whatever, knew that was my dad's big, ugly blue work van. And I guess one of my brothers spotted this big ugly blue work van coming our way, and so we're like children, so in our little shit minds, our thoughts are at like, how do we make sure they don't see us right now so we don't get in trouble? Our thoughts are not like, oh, if they don't see us right now and they get home and we're not there, we're gonna be in big trouble. So what do? On the side of the street that we were now on, there was a bus stop, and it had one of those little bus shelter shed hut things, and at that time they used to make them where there was like 1.5 feet maybe, I don't know how to measure, of like cement before it met the glass windows. And so we thought, oh, we'll just duck into the bus shelter and hide under the concrete half and they'll never see us. Ha, brilliant. So we duck into the bus shelter, and obviously my parents notice these 3 little children walking down the street, right? And I'm pretty sure they started like yelling at us from the other side of the street in the car, and they were like, what the hell are you thinking? Get back here right now, we're going home, you know, all that stuff. So we stood at the corner and we pressed the button for the crosswalk again and waited for the little walkie man to come on, and when he did, we walked back across the street with our tail between our legs. So from there we just went home and we were in some pretty big trouble. Needless to say, our parents were not too thrilled with us in that moment, and I guess it's understandable why, but we just wanted to have some fun. But I still came out on top because when I was ducked down in that bus shelter, in the dirty corner of the bus shelter, I found a $20 bill. So 4-year-old me was like, ballin'. So that was my honorary Siblings Day video, and I'm also really excited to share with you guys that on Sunday, Siblings Day itself, the 10th of April, my brothers and I are going to be putting out a podcast. So we're going to be called 3 Yorks in a Pod. Get it? Podcast. So clever title. That one, I have to give credit to my oldest brother. And while we're putting it out there, I also have to admit that I did not come up with Ravenshaven. That was my oldest brother's doing as well. So shout out to you, big brother, and the good naming abilities. Anyway, follow me on Twitter because I'll be sending out more information about the podcast there. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can like this video, and you can subscribe to my channel, and you can watch the podcast, and you can come back next week. You just have so many options.